That any better?
I'm going to drop and come back on. It's probably my connection here.
I don't know. I'm hearing you fine, so I don't think it's you. I think it's me. How about now?
It's definitely me.
Apologies for being late.
No worries. Hey, can you hear me all right? Okay. All right.
So I'm getting real quiet through my phone. It's not, for whatever reason, I'm not coming through my earbuds or my speaker. So it's
Mr.
definitely
Matt
loud.
says he's hearing me fine. So I may stand corrected.
Jim, are you hearing me okay?
No, it's definitely me.
Got it.
I can hear you like it's coming through my phone, but not the speaker of the phone, like the ear. If you hold your phone up to your ear, which obviously doesn't work too well whenever you're driving. So I'll try to get this. Why my Bluetooth's not even connecting?
Bro, I just saw your email about horses. I don't know when you sent that, but
Oh, it was last night, dude. It was late last night.
okay. Okay. Definitely can help you out with uh, blasts and sequences and stuff. Can you be super specific about which business and credit courses you're talking about so I know which ones to do?
The only two that I brought over from my previous stuff. Build Your Business and Build Your Business Credit. The two gargantuan courses.
Okay. Okay. Where is that's upstairs? We need email blasts, sequences. Do we need anything else for those? So there's email blast. I mean, are we converting it to an? I mean, how to ask this question? Did it follow the same process as everything else we've done? There's an ebook for it. You're going to work on the audiobook side of it. And there's a course. This is the course side of it. Is there an ebook for it already or no?
All right, no. So these are.
Okay.
Look, let me show you.
And I only ask in the sense of, are we going to retro any of these two for that stuff? So are we going to turn around and try to create a condensed ebook for each one to promote out to the course or vice versa?
No, the ebooks, the ebooks. I don't know that I intend to do anything more with ebooks than what I've already done.
Got it.
At least for the time being. But here, let me show you these courses. Bless you.
Thank you. I apologize. We have the COVID running through the house at the moment, so
Fun for you, brother.
yay.
All right, can you see my page?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the business credit. I got rid of my branding and my colors. I put more Civ colors in. And so this just goes through everything about building business credit. Right. I think 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'm still. Yeah, no, we have video on that one. So a lot of these I have had to. At 8, 9, 10, and 11. I've got the video. I've got the slides all updated. I just have to record those videos and get them loaded today. But it's been rebranded just in the course to match us.
Do those videos live anywhere other than Kartra?
On my hard drive.
Is there any way to get those files?
Yeah, get them out of Kartra.
Yes, a little bit easier. Unless I can download them from Kartra.
Yeah, just download them from Kartra.
Got it.
I changed the, I had hodgepodge branding because they were two different courses built at different times and they weren't intended to work together. But the Build Your Business course is first, and then it moves into business credit. This one walks through everything you need to know about just basic business origination.
Okay.
So to answer your question, I don't anticipate any type of ebook about this because this shit's fucking boring enough as it is. I wouldn't do that to people I know and love. But this one's not as big a course.
I think about ebooks as lead magnets for the courses. So they would be stripped down versions, high level, just to introduce people to all of the long-winded, boring stuff that you're wanting to put in front of them.
This shit's so fucking boring, that would scare people off, dude. We'd lose friends.
Think so?
Yeah, we would lose friends. So this one, I thought I'd saved the branding colors, but I didn't. but this one's not as big. But like, let's see. So it's, and I didn't change brand. I have not changed branding on any of the downloadables.
Okay.
So a lot of these have quite a bit in the way of downloadables. And like this one has links for where to go to register your business in every state in the U.S. and outlying territories. So it's super comprehensive.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't expect anything in the way of an ebook. But if you go to media and videos, so here's the most recent ones that I've updated and added. These 5. I'll get the rest of them added in.
Okay.
All right. And I've changed them as individual products. I've updated them. I have not updated them as the course bundle yet.
Okay.
So that's on my to-do list. But we have landers and thank you pages. I threw $25 on there just as an introductory cost, as an introductory price. Oh, I need to update this one. I haven't changed that yet. So look through these. Give them a dry run also, if you would, just to see that shit be working right. And man, I wrote this at wee hours in the morning on minimal sleep. So see if the copy flows or if there's anything that we need to change. I'm not married to this in any way. But there's 2 more that we can add to our lineup. I haven't updated the courses page yet to introduce them to the courses page. But that's where I'd be with that. All right, so just and we can. All this shit is set up with affiliates. This can all be sold by affiliates. These courses, and so the next phase will be to put together some affiliate lander pages. Affiliate lander pages just need more copy and more calls to action. The theory is that the audience is going to be just a little bit colder. But then we can start advertising this to affiliates. All of this shit, actually. We can. I haven't set up any of our other products for affiliate marketing, but we can certainly do that. No better way to help struggling digipreneurs than to give them products to sell. The very first affiliate program that we ought to sell is ours. So the ebooks on the Troy McClain, the ebooks were affiliate marketed. We'll do the same over here. The way I have just kind of the basic rules of the affiliate program that I had was 40% of every sale goes to the affiliate and 10% goes to the JV. So that leaves 50% for the business. The healthier the compensation, the more apt they are to really sell the fuck out of it. And we can generate affiliate emails. I've got a ton of let me show you again. All right, so I have a ton of just caption images that I had started building when this was the Troy McClain. I just came through today and took out all the Troy McClain logo. But man, we got tons of image copy for marketing, all sorts of swipe. I had forgotten that I had done these two. That really resonates with Civ. But we've even got a start on marketing copy. And you build on it, and we don't have clients jumping on. Or not clients, audience jumping on our product. Maybe we can get them to jump on selling the product. They're not so keen on buying it, but they're not unsubscribing. I don't know. I haven't even looked at what our open rates are. But they're not unsubscribing, so we're doing something right.
For the affiliates, the swipe files and everything that you were just walking through, does that live in? Is that a link that you send out to Canva for them, or does that live somewhere?
No, because I don't want them editing it. So download it and put it in a Google file.
Good.
Okay.
So what would, from the affiliate standpoint, what would be next steps? So we've got swipe, we've got product, we've got
Lander.
Lander.
Yep. Informational pages. Ad copy. Content copy.
This is what we need, or this is what we have?
No, this is what we need. I do not have ad copy. I don't have much in the way of content copy. I have some written, and I think it may have images. If it does, they need to be rebranded. So we can just swap out these images for those. I think it would be smart to have platform-specific copy. So we can do a LinkedIn file that has all the ad and content for LinkedIn and their Facebook and Rumble, whomever, Tinder, wherever they want to sell it. Hey, you know what? It would make my fucking day if somebody peddled my shit on OnlyFans.
Brian's on it.
If you had any idea how many similar conversations I've had about OnlyFans, I mean, people make mad money out there.
Right? Enough so that the Wall Street Journal has been doing surveys. They've been publishing surveys on the income generation of OnlyFans. When it catches their attention, man, that's pretty big because they're about as runaway screaming as they get.
It's a huge market.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we saying that we need to create a course on how to create a successful OnlyFans account?
It exists.
Of course it exists, but I'm saying, do we need to do one?
I don't know. It's definitely a lucrative market.
We can always just affiliate with whoever has that course instead of making our own. I don't know a fucking thing about OnlyFans. All right, I got the wrong plum.
That's not true.
I was about to say, I don't think that's the case.
Okay, all right. In my traditional conservative, small red zone mind, I don't have the right plum. But
I think you just need to open up your imagination a little bit.
oh, dude, I got the imagination for it. I don't have the imagination for me to participate in that. That's where I lack in the imagination. So
There are similar success stories to what you are hearing about, publicly for men on OnlyFans.
Well, good on them. Let's get them selling our shit.
I hear OnlyFans, and I feel like my soul needs to be cleansed.
Cleansed. Do you need to smack yourself in the forehead with a Bible so you can cleanse by osmosis?
I mean, it's something like,
A contact cleanse.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, this is like 3 days in a row now, guys, that we were talking about hookers and whatever. A couple calls ago, now we're going down the OnlyFans path. I don't know.
We're just acknowledging that there's
Right.
more
That there's money. Yeah.
than just our
I mean-
wholesome thought
Strictly
process.
looking at it, strictly looking at it as a business model and how we might be able to,
And so they use a combination of subscription and product pay, right? So it's similar to what we might offer, subscription versus product pay.
Mhm.
I suspect some of them might offer one-on-one coaching in some form. Jim's reaction is classic.
One-on-one.
One-on-one. Yeah.
Or 4-on-1,
It might be one-to-many. I don't know.
right?
Or many to one. However you want to look at it. It's not getting better, is it?
It's a downhill slope from here. Thursday we'll be talking about casting couches. It's like,
Hey, there's a thought.
it's a thought. I'm not saying it's a good one.
oh God. Can we just,
Jesus,
I don't
that's
know, figure out how to sell what we got before we start going down these slippery slopes?
But
Well,
there's the additions from this weekend. I will, like I said in the email, I'll finish recording on the books and reformatting those, or not reformatting them, but doing that little bit of rebranding. I'd like to have them done by midweek, and then uploaded and funnels and have all that shit tested, and maybe have those fully operational by the end of the week or the first of next week.
Good. Yeah, it's really awesome. That's a lot of work there, Troy. I appreciate that. It's incredible. Do you want to drop that one in our general email sequence next then after the course?
I was envisioning it as kind of its own sequence as a blast.
Okay. Yeah.
Just and hit it hard. The building your business. This is something that even people who have already gone through what they think are the steps to build their business, they from the work that I do with small businesses, I can tell you that 70% of them or more have done it wrong if they've done it themselves. So sell it to them even if they've already originated the business, just as a check the boxes just to make sure that you did it right. Because it's in a conversation we had months ago. November's popping to mind. Somebody brought up easier accounting. It was easier accounting with I guess they have an affiliation with Entra. And so I got looking into them, and man, they charge $3,000 to start. I didn't know they were Utah based. They're here in Utah. They're just outside of St. George, and they charge $3,000 to start a business. They can buy my course and do the exact same thing, probably even better. and have the knowledge behind what it is they're creating, because the course describes the reason, explains the reason for doing everything, and they can do that for $25. So that's a huge benefit. Then they can, just for $25, they can check to make sure that they did it right, if they did it themselves. And then move them into the credit building, because the minute you have an EIN, I think that every business should start building credit. It's the beginning of the course is quite detailed and almost reminiscent of oral surgery, but again, it explains everything in detail about what we're doing and why we do it, and breaking down all the different types of credit and how they affect your business and how they're reported and who they're reported to, and who pulls from what agencies, and what credit reports are used for what. And then it jumps into starting with just net 30 accounts, applying for simple credit growth, very amiable net 30 accounts. And how to do that. Walks them through every fucking step, man. It's baby steps. Then it moves into simple retail credit cards, and then it moves into business credit cards, the use anywhere type credit cards, and gas cards, and all sorts of shit, and then credit monitoring, and all sorts of fucking shit. Sell them on that one. That way they're not making the mistake that so many people in Entre made, and putting their education on their personal credit card. If it's worth doing, if they find a coaching program, even if it's not ours, if they find a coaching program that's worth doing, then it's probably worth waiting 90 to 120 days, 180 days, just so it's not on your credit. Wait until you have a credit card in the business name. And then that also gives you time to follow some of these super simple steps that we have of just generating an email list and selling our product as affiliates, so they can have an income when they take the next step. That's what I envision.
Just checking out your lander for the build your business. I like it.
Cool. Does anything scream out needing changed?
I mean, why don't we put it out there and see?
Cool.
And you said the course, some of these courses are still just being finalized, right?
Yeah, some of the modules, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're later modules, so man, we can start selling it right now, and we can go in and lock the modules, so they can't even access them until they complete other steps. And then they're not even going in and snooping and seeing what ain't built.
Because this specific one says product configuration incomplete.
Product configuration incomplete.
When I click
How did you get to that?
in Kartra under products, I clicked on start building your business today.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
you're editing it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's incomplete because if you go in and click on edit,
Yeah.
it should be the only thing that should be missing is the landing pages for affiliates, because those are not built yet. Yeah, affiliates is the only one that's pending.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I just was double checking that that's
Yep.
how it's supposed to be.
Yep. Nope, you're good. You're good. And the other one should be the same. The other one should read the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but absolutely check it. I overlook stupid shit all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked, just in case.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it very much.
You're on it. What else is on our list?
Well, besides fighting COVID, I got I've got the Facebook page post scheduled out to the 8th. The TikTok, Instagram, call it phone social, if you will. That'll run out on the 28th, so 2 days. So between today and tomorrow, I'll have new stuff scheduled out for it, or them rather. I took the webinar goal document, and I've got an email series. I've got a series of posts, and a very, very high level course outline for it. This has got it broken down, I think, into what is it, six modules, 3 lessons each. You think about that from a 30 to 40-minute perspective on each lesson. You've got a pretty robust little course there. So, again, high level. It doesn't break down script or anything, but just to kind of get an idea of what it might look like once a course creation schedule is created. Yeah. So that's what I was able to fix over the weekend since the last call. And working on a ebook that will eventually turn into a better AI integration course, in my opinion. So,
F&A?
All your posts you're sending to Cohort IV.
I'm scheduling them in Cohort. So, like when you say it,
To the page.
I'm going into the page, I'm scheduling in the page. Yes, I'm not, because I can't do it in Meta Business. I don't have access to it. So I'm just doing it from the page.
I was asking if all those various posts, did you AI create those? Or did you go through? But that's a lot of different posts, man.
I can't tell if you're disappointed or if you're.
Oh, I like them a lot. I was trying to figure out how you did that so quickly. Did you use it? Use AI?
Yeah, dude, I ain't got enough time in the day to be writing all those individually. There's no way. But there's enough in the thread that I'm doing it in, there's been enough back and forth between me and the algorithm that it kind of has an idea of what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And honestly, those posts are really meant to be inspirational,
Yeah.
very high level, very like, keep going, like, you got this, very, motivational. Nothing at this point yet has been product oriented. I felt like it's been a while since, anything's been posted here. Granted, there's only 45 people, but, that notwithstanding, build it up a little bit before we start inserting, product oriented stuff. Which also brings me to, this is a private group. So we need to, if we're going to get people to it so that we can constantly be communicating to them, then we need to be promoting membership to it. And I'm not saying, likes campaigns and paid anything. I'm just saying within our own groups, just, hey, this is over here. There's a lot, I don't say a lot. There's a little bit more fleshing out to do within the page itself. Again, being a little more product centric with some of the posts, maybe every 2-3 days talking about a particular product and putting it out there and saying, here's the link to it. But also anything that we would want to put into, as I mentioned before, the guides as free downloads and stuff like that. So,
And we want it to be private. I know it is.
I don't know. It is.
I don't know either.
If it were a public page, then I would 100% say that we would need to do like a $5 a day likes campaign for it, like and follow campaign for it.
But
Is it about?
we could, if it's public, we could organically move it around. It's a little harder to move around and get eyes on when it's private.
But within a couple of weeks, with $5-10 a day, whatever that looks like, within a few weeks, you'll have 1,000, 2,000 people.
Yeah, I was legitimately asking the question, should it be private? Again, there's pros and cons, right?
I think so. I mean, with private, obviously there's the exclusivity factor. There's the email capture that's, pretty automatic. It really just kind of depends on what we want that to be. What is the Facebook page to us? Is it a community? Is it call it a lead magnet in and of itself? Right now, I'm just warming it up. That's all I'm really, is getting into a cadence, getting into a rhythm with it. It would be great to eventually put in, feedback questions, things like, hey, get this exclusive offer for this product, just for our Facebook team. And, you get this free because we would love to get your feedback on what you think about this product.
Mm-hmm.
Would this be something that, you could affiliate, and or is this something that you think that the market would like?
Yeah.
So different things that we can do. Again, it'd be about sitting down and going, okay, what is the actual business plan for the Facebook page? I play around in Facebook all day. So I see the reach that you can get there. I've got a fitness page that's got 2,000 people in it using, a very similar process of getting it. It's a public page though. Excuse me. But I mean, it was very formulaic over the course of probably a month to get it up to the number of people that are in it. And I do it the exact same way that I'm doing Cohort and doing any of the other pages I've got running. So from a reach standpoint, I know we'd be able to get it in front of some people. But again, it depends on what we think that the business case for the Facebook page is. I like either direction. I like the idea of being able to have some exclusivity. It's just tougher to build.
What if we add it to our existing product as an add-on? So like each one of our workbook funnels, buy this workbook and you get exclusive access to the Facebook group.
I think that falls in line with what we were talking about, I think Monday of last week, or maybe the Thursday before, about, how can we improve the value of the products that we've got out, and then what additional freebies could we do? I think that fits in, fairly nicely with that direction. I don't think that's a problem at all. If I were to say, the thing that says, yes, we do that, but the but is, well, I mean, they've got to get the product. And what are we doing around promoting product? So, is what we've been doing so far enough? Is it being done the right way? Because at this point, we've got TikTok and Instagram posts that are going out, and we've got email sequences going out. And we've been running email sequences to, 1,000 people for the past 3-4 weeks, maybe. Excuse me. And we're not really seeing a whole lot of traction. So the question is, at least in my mind, is what needs to change? Is it the message? Is it the vehicle? Is it the product? Is it, does it need to be, again, I'm throwing everything out there at this point, but does it need to be video emails? Does it need to be, video? What I mean by video for emails and video for social posts is like, does it need to be us on camera talking? Does it need to be more personal to the brand? What is it that we need I don't want to say we need a hook, but we're not capturing attention the way that we should be at this point. So how do we capture attention? I think enough time and enough, you can call it a lack of data, has been enough to tell us that we're not connecting yet. And that's not a big deal. It's just a matter of, okay, what do we do differently? So I'm going to try a couple of different things with posting and with some of the stuff that we're putting out. It will not be me talking in the next, at least for the next couple of days. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. There's a couple of different things that we can do. Change up the way the videos are being done. Change up the way the emails are being done. Blitzkrieging product a little bit more, because the way that at least the social product or the social posts have been going, it's been focusing on one product for, a week and a half, give or take, and then switching to something else. Maybe it needs to be a total blitzkrieg, 3 posts a day. Let's just say that's and it's over 3 different products, but those 3 different products get posts multiple times during the course of the week. But, it's product branding workbook. It's start your own business, today, start your own business credit today. But all of it getting pushed out rather than, hey, we've got this. And then if you want to see more resources that we've got, go to the website. So again, changing things up just a little bit, changing not necessarily the message, but how the message is being presented. Maybe people are getting product fatigue when they see the same thing or something reminiscent to the same thing over the course of a week or two. So I don't know.
So let's just decide what it is that we're going to try something. I mean, what's the consensus of where everybody thinks we need to go? Do we need to do a $5 a day ad campaign? I mean, what's everybody's consensus on this?
I personally think it's too hard to get to a link.
Good.
So even if I love all of your posts, which I do, I try to love them every time I see them, literally with the heart. But
get back into the OnlyFans. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, the platforms make you work to try to get to any sort of link, and I think that's what makes it challenging for people to just pull the trigger and say, yeah, I'd love to look at whatever you have to offer. It's hard. Takes extra work. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't click on your post. Go someplace.
Well, okay, so it's too hard to get to. So continue to try to figure out a way to
I don't know that those platforms, I think they purposely make it hard to take you off the platform, right? So unless we're running an ad, I don't know that. So they're happy to send you off the platform for money, but not otherwise.
Then, okay.
Again, this is one perspective, so I'd love to hear.
No, it's completely valid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think that again, the data is kind of showing that there's some disconnect, and maybe that's part of the problem. The question then is, okay, you can manipulate the algorithm up to a certain point. There's things that you can do to work around and kind of work the system until they do something else to make it harder again. Okay. I can't control what they do. I can't control what I do. So what am I going to do differently? Is it a messaging thing? Is it like, do I need to stop directing people to a landing page? Do I need to start directing them to, do more like and follows than going to the website if it's so difficult to link out? What is, I don't say what's an easier journey, but what is the journey that's going to make the most sense to get them to where we're trying to take them? Maybe, you know what? think about this. Maybe at least for Instagram, maybe not TikTok, but for Instagram, sending them to the Facebook page gets a little more leniency than sending them to a website page. And the reason I say that obviously is that, Facebook owns Instagram. So maybe there's something there. And then, we change up the messaging of where people need to go from Instagram, and then they get over into the Facebook page. And then that's where it turns into, okay, maybe that's where we keep it a private page, and then they sign up. And we get their email captured that way. And then they can go through the sequences and they can get, all the access and the freebies and all that kind of stuff. So I'll try that for a week or two and see what happens, Still put in the value of what the products are offering, but directing people to the Facebook page and seeing if that can't get us, some email leads via the Facebook page. And if there's anything from a content perspective that anyone's got ideas to change up or do, I'm all ears. Because right now, what I've been focusing on is text, and that's really about it.
I think that video is certainly the way to go. I don't think we'd ever go wrong with having video content, because that's what the yahoos prefer. They don't want to read.
Okay.
But like you, man, I'm open to suggestions. Brian, what are your thoughts? Jim, what are your thoughts?
Right. I like Matt's recommendation on, as far as the Facebook and trying to get it to the page running, especially from Instagram. It's a little more user friendly between each other. It's the same platform. It's not like, TikTok, you're trying to get them to off, like Brian said, there's difficulty there, and it's done that way on purpose. They don't want to lose them off the platform. I'm not familiar with ads on TikTok. I haven't done any there yet. I'm not sure how successful those are, how costly they are. A little more familiar with the Facebook. Don't know if this is the right time to do it until we have a little more product and funnel out there. I don't know. So we're not in that pattern where we're bringing leads that are hot at that point, warm, too hot, and then don't have far enough along the funnel to bring them, which I think we're getting there. But maybe a month away. I don't know. To your point, Troy, video probably is a little more receptive to folks. That's something I struggle with personally as well, is getting actual video content out there rather than just still posts. That's all I've been doing lately, is just still images. So it's I don't think it relates, especially on some of the platforms, as much as video for sure.
If we do a boost post with a link that we want people to follow in the first comment or in the somewhere, does that comment follows the boost? Is that accurate? So if I boosted that out to cold market, they would be able to see that comment. if we reference it, they would be able to go down and click on that link? Or would you put the link in the post? Could you put the link in the post and not be flagged? Just trying to figure out how to make this easy for folks.
Mhm.
It's literally, oh, look, I want to join that distribution list. Click. We're all saying the same thing. We're just coming at it from different directions.
Well, let's do. If I were to, where are you? Here. Interesting. The group's got 46 members now.
What did we have?
Did somebody add somebody?
What did we have?
We had 45 yesterday.
I invited a bunch of people at some point, but who knows if that has anything to do with it.
Did anybody approve them?
I don't know that if they're invited, you have to approve them.
In a private group, I think you do.
I feel like you might be able to circumvent the whole invite process. I mean, the whole approval process when you invite them. I may be wrong.
No, I think you're right on that, Brian. If you send the invite, that counts as the approval for Facebook, and it just automatically approves them once they accept it. Now, if you would have sent them to a landing page, and they would have gone through that, they would have had to go through the approval process. But if you're just sending them the link to the group saying, "Hey, join," and you're the admin, then yeah.
Okay.
But it's also
So I'm looking good.
It's folks we know and folks that we probably already have their email address. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was looking at the latest post on here, and then just the different manipulations. And I don't think I can boost this post as an admin on the. An admin for the page. Let's see. I have to try it on one of my other pages and see if it's something that can be done. I'm sure it is. But the effects, I think, is the question that we're looking for, is an answer for. Does it carry? And I would assume that it does, to be 100% honest. But I'll see if I can't figure out a way to get an answer for that.
Maybe we can start posting the links all over the place. Every comment. I don't know. Just trying to make it easier for folks.
Okay. In that case, it's going to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with it. I think there could be a process for it. Um, it just may take. It may take a little scheduling because you can't add a comment before it's posted, can you?
You have to post it, then add the comment.
Right. So there's an element of follow-up for each post that would have to happen.
Yeah, and I don't know that you have to do it every post, to your point, because I know you automate almost everything. But you could follow up with the one that you think is going to be the most successful, add the one comment, and then boost that as an example. Something like that. I might try it now just to see if it works.
While you're doing that, I mean, I'm with the posts that have gone out on TikTok at least. There was a bit of a lull there for a few days where we're getting up to 700, 800, 900 views, and then it dropped down to like 250 for a few days, and then it went back up to this mid 700s, high 600s. Not quite sure why, but And I don't have a cadence for anything on LinkedIn for the cohort page. Do I need to start putting something together for that? I mean, I saw the post from yesterday and some of the subsequent posts over the last like week or so.
No, I've kind of got a cadence, if you will, for that. I'm trying to more or less follow what I've had success with in the past, and that was just start from fucking third grade, work your way up, you know. So that's why they're taking the cadence that they are, you know, point out initial problems, and then branding problems, and then messaging problems, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Excuse me.
So I went to boost this post. It automatically offered me the option to add a button to sign up now. So we'll see what happens with that.
Was that a cohort post or something else?
Cohort.
Okay. Okay. Something else I'm considering doing is separating. It's been convenient being able to use repurpose to send content across platforms, but like TikTok may be getting a lot of traction on the posts that I'm doing, but I'm not getting squat on Instagram. So I may, change things up a little bit on TikTok, but there's probably going to be some more differentiation between what goes on TikTok versus what goes on Instagram. One's not carrying over to the other, therefore we got to do something different with the one that's not performing. I mean, yeah, I'm just not getting any traction really whatsoever on Instagram. So those may look a little bit different going forward. And Instagram has an AI studio now. Curious.
So let me ask you fellas this. What do you think, or what do we need from me right now? Where's my time most valuable in this whole scheme?
I mean, I think you've got enough going on as it is, don't you?
I've got a lot. Do you feel that I'm putting my attention in the right spot?
would say yes.
Right.
I agree.
Where else I would put you
Hmm?
at the moment? I don't know where else I would put you at the moment. Like, you know, the biggest. Yeah, I feel like the biggest two areas that we have to work on are leads and product.
No.
I mean, forget, forget rebranding, forget, website updates, all that kind of stuff, like leads and product. And there's a cascade effect of those two things that carry on to the other stuff that's being worked on in the background. So that's just my opinion. I think you're where we would need you at the moment.
All right. Cool. Cool. Jim, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I can't disagree with Matt on that at all. You've been cranking out crap left and right. So probably where you need to be. And just real quick here also, I was working on the videos for the that workbook. Was it the email marketing funnel workbook? I have a introduction video ready, and I'll be doing the other ones here shortly and get ready to get those added out into Cartridge so we can get that pumping. It's probably going to be like 4 or 5 videos for that workbook by the end of it. The intro ended up going a little bit longer than I anticipated. It was like 8 minutes. I wanted it to be more like 3 or 5, but diarrhea in the mouth got a hold of me there a little bit. But if you guys don't mind, I'll share that link over to you. Maybe take a quick look at it and any thoughts, recommendations. Like for sure, like no problems reshooting it whatsoever. I did it the other morning there, and it's a start maybe. Like I said, there's a few more videos are going to follow that workbook as well, and I'll get that out there as quickly as possible, and then turn attention back to another workbook that we still have in the hopper.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to get that done this weekend, and this weekend just got away from me. It was no excuses, but it'll get done this next day or two. The rest of those. But again, any input, if you think I'm totally off message, or again, if I get, if you think it's just too wordy, certainly let me know. Things of that nature. Anything, any feedback.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to see it, dude.
You say that now until you actually see it.
Ah,
Ridiculous. Always good stuff. Well, I'll say 2, 3 are doing great work.
thanks, Pop.
I mean, somebody's got to do the work, and you guys are doing it all. In theory, my mom and sister will both move this week, so hopefully that be a milestone that lets me focus on some other things.
Well, just so you know, just so you hear me say it, man, I think you're contributing just as much as anybody else. So.
Well, we'll see how this maybe this boosted post will get us some more email list followers.
Mm-hmm.
It's an experiment, right? We'll just all experiment. Something's going to work.
1,000%. Like, there are no bad ideas. Everything is basically a variable that's got to be eliminated. So try it all. Minus, well, I don't say minus. If we could just see if anything other than OnlyFans works first before we try OnlyFans, that would be great.
I wonder if they have an ad.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I don't know if they have to have one at this point, right?
I mean,
Like an add-in platform.
Oh, got it.
yeah. They'd be morons if they did.
I think you can promote your page, but I don't know if you can promote off the platform. Thanks for saying that, Matt. I appreciate you sending me down another rabbit hole.
Hey, you're welcome.
I still think there's a lot of good progress as we move through the variables.
Yeah. And that's we got to find the thing that clicks, and we just haven't found the thing that clicks yet.
Right. That's right.
And let's pray to God it's not old.
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah. So for my to-dos, I thought okay, that not work. Jim, I've got your link, trying to open it now. Okay, it's open. So I'll take a look at it. Keep working on posts, keep working on anything that we can do for Webinar Gold. Jim, I might drag you into a conversation around what that email sequence looks like. I've got emails for it. We just may want to take a look at it before we start putting it into the sequence. Plus, Webinar Gold's like good to go, right? Like it's done. Or from a PDF standpoint.
Like from a compilation standpoint, yeah, unless you guys see anything different, have you looked through it? Have you? I mean, it's asking a fucking lot. It's a meaty son of a bitch.
Yes, I need to go through it again though. I won't say with a finer tooth comb, but just there's so much there that it needs more than one run through.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's good to hear, because then that's what the customer is going to say as well. But I think so. I think it followed. I think I followed my outline, my formatting, introducing them to the concept of webinar and what it's supposed to produce, then give them options for platforms, hosting platforms, and then jump into scripts and promote some of our shit. One thing that I do need to do on that promoting our shit thing, the email marketing funnel and course pre-launch, I believe we have those done, and they're not in Kartra, so we got to get those mocked up and put in Kartra. And then it seems like there were others that I had to mock up and turn into. So no, it's probably not ready to go as a PDF yet.
Yeah.
So let me make a note to finish that one.
Yeah, so when you mentioned that email marketing funnel, there's a lander there in draft. And we can link into there now.
All right, cool.
The The other thing I was going to ask on that is we don't have affiliate links set up for the cohort for products, right? Like for Kartra, things of that nature. Some of these webinar services that that we're going to be promoting through the workbook.
Yeah. So
Could we be able to get?
we do have Kartra. Webinar Gold is not Webinar Gold. EverWeber is, or EverWebinar, whatever it is, that's owned by Kartra, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell their affiliate link is, because they advertise the same. You get 40% for signing somebody up. Some of these others I haven't chased. I haven't looked at any affiliate offers for any of these others, only because I haven't used them. So we can certainly chase that. Our affiliate, the cohorts, to sell things for the cohort as an affiliate, no, we're not completely set up yet. That's what I'm still finishing with basic landing pages. Because you got to put your affiliates through a funnel, the same as you put a lead through a funnel.
Right. Yeah, and I was just curious if we had links for like Kartra, EverWeb or whatever it is, and we could add in there. That way we can take advantage of that.
We do have a link for Kartra, and it should be in one of the spreadsheets that I shared back in I'd say June, July, August a year ago. That's when I signed us up for the Kartra affiliate. No. But no, I don't have. We are not we aren't affiliates for anybody else. I've been putting out feelers for some affiliate offers. A couple of platforms, a couple of JVs have kicked this off, saying that we're not ready to be their affiliate marketers yet. Most of that deals with business formation and business finance and business management and shit like that. But I haven't looked at anything else. So if you guys want to shop around for affiliate offers, man, be my guest. All the information for the business is in a Google Doc. So our EIN and our banking information and everything should be in a Google Doc.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What else is on the list?
It's new.
So I got a question for you, fellas. I want a no bullshit assessment from you.
Oh boy.
All right. So I have this client on the government side who she's been running a machine shop for this family-owned machine shop. They've had it for 24 years. Her husband was injured 12, 15 years ago. He doesn't do anything. She spends all of her time on this. You know the story. She's married to this fucking machine shop, right? And I don't get to chat with her much, maybe once a month, but every single time we do, I ask her why the hell she isn't selling, why she's constantly trying to grow, when every time she grows, she's putting more more time in, and, you know, they have a comfortable-ish life running the machine shop, but she could throw it on the market, get everything's paid for, so it's just pure equity, and she could throw it on the market and walk away with quite a chunk of money. Really, their only claim to fame right now is being business owners and having a monster house that only the two of them live in because their kids are all grown and gone. And so my big argument with her and a whole bunch of my other clients is not being able to recognize when a venture that they're pursuing is not proving fruit. It's not doing what they intended for it to do. All right? Do any of you three get that sense with what we're building here? Do you ever stop and look at it and say, this ain't working, we ought to wash our hands and move on?
I haven't reached that point yet, no.
Me either. I think it's too early to even consider, personally, for me to even consider that that's worth even looking into.
Yeah, keep digging.
Because I think there's so much of value. We just haven't we're just missing that, I don't know what, that first spark that truly ignites the fire of success. I think all the elements are there. That's how I feel. So I think we're, that analogy that Jeff always talks about where the miner sold the mine and, 3 feet from hitting gold, and the next person that came in just crushed it, got all the wealth. Mm-hmm. I think we're like in that last 3 feet potentially. Or maybe it's still 12 feet or 50 feet. I don't know. It just seems too early to consider that.
Okay. All right.
Are you feeling that way?
No, but this is, I'm very, very, very good at divorcing myself from a business and dropping in and walking away. I walked away from fucking more businesses than I care to admit to, just because I saw that not necessarily that the income potential wasn't there, but the potential that I had originally projected on it was not there. So it may have been worth time to do it, but it wasn't worth my time to do it. This, not at all. Not at all, but I'm in a different spot with this because I look at these things and I recognize the success that I've already had with some of it. And I forget to try and look at it from your guys' perspective where all this work is going into it and you're not seeing anything yet. I still have residual income from some of this stuff. I've already experienced that success. And so, in these conversations I'm having with clients, that really, if they were smart business people, they would fold up the fucking sign, and they would lock the door, and they'd hand the keys off to somebody else, and they would move on without looking back. It'd be the smartest business decision they could possibly make. Because that next person is going to be the one to move 3 feet further and strike it rich. Right now they're digging around the gold. Because most of the time they're just digging in circles. They keep doing the same thing over and fucking over and over and over. So, these conversations have just made me stop and kind of reflect and say, I don't know what it looks like from your guys' perspective. Because I have the energy to keep moving with this shit. But I think that a lot of that energy that I have is fueled by the success that I've already experienced. And so I don't want it to be unfair in any way. If you guys ever feel that this is dragging you along, and you're putting all this work into it, and you're not seeing any of the benefit. Does that make sense? Is that okay?
Yeah, it makes sense. I have this question. If you were to divorce yourself from this right now, and we three were a coaching client of yours with this business, what advice would you give us?
I would tell you that you are right on the precipice. I would tell you that there is one thing missing, and that is exposure. Just absolute, in-your-face, non-stop fucking exposure. One of my clients that I really thought about hanging up the Spurs as a coach because she was struggling so much. Her breakthrough and the biggest takeaway that I learned from her was that she didn't start getting she didn't start having success until people started blocking her, because every conversation was about her business. She had to become the most the biggest self-promoter that there is, because nobody else would promote her. And that's when she saw success. And dude, we fought. I extended my coaching. I 2x'd my coaching time with her. Because, she'd made her first dollar, but it was onesies and twosies all the time. And so my 8 weeks with her turned into 16, and I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing? And then all of a sudden she had a $10,000 month, dude. She passed everything else. She went from $5 and $10 months to a $10,000 month, and the only thing she changed was the amount of posts that she did. She would do a post. She would record a post while filling her dishwasher. She would create 10 posts while walking the dog. She would create, she had this to-do list of she had to create 20 posts every night before going to bed. And that's how she fucking did it, dude. It was literally overnight. She became a monster success in her eyes. She had a windfall fucking month, dude, of $10,000. And she just kept regurgitating those posts and creating more. And dude, she blew it out of the fucking water. She had to get a virtual assistant to help her with her post on, what was it, month 28, 29? Something like that. She called me bragging that she had to hire a fucking VA because she couldn't do it anymore. That it was the demand on post was just entirely too much. So if the three of y'all were a coaching client of mine, this is exactly what I say. And I think we've talked about it before, is that, dude, we've got a phenomenal start on product. An absolutely phenomenal start on product. Right now, it's about in-your-face fucking advertising. You know, and to use her coin phrase, is she didn't recognize any type of success until people started blocking her. That's what I would say.
Yeah, fair enough. But again, that just goes back to, your question. I don't feel any desire whatsoever to abandon ship.
Okay. Well, I just needed to make sure, because I hadn't asked that question. And I needed to give you guys the respect of asking that question. Just so if you did, if it is something that crossed your mind, if this was a nagging little, what the fuck ever, you have an opportunity to say it without hurting anybody's feelings. Right? Cool. Well, then we'll just fucking keep charging on, man. Let's just keep charging on. I will get this last bit of product all rebranded and turned over and operable. We can start soliciting for affiliate marketers. We can start doing that today. Those courses are let me make a note that I got to lock some of those modules so people aren't snooping and seeing that they're unfinished. But we can get affiliates selling this shit. Get them on a waiting list. Start teasing it. We're offering 40% of everything that we sell.
I've got a laundry list of stuff that I've got written down for the next couple of days. That's included.
Cool. I still 100% believe, I'm still absolutely committed to our $5 million mark by December.
I mean, to Brian's point, it's just that one spark. That's what it takes. And we just haven't hit it yet, and that's fine. It hasn't stopped us moving forward. And as far as I'm concerned, I will move forward as long as everybody else wants to continue moving forward. If it gets to the point that this thing needs to just blow up, okay. But I'm not at that point yet, and it's one of those situations for me where I can just see it right around the corner. Like, it's right there.
Yeah, so I agree. But again, Brian, you ran in formation, and so you can picture that over gung ho young lieutenant that the entire formation falls to the side puking, and he just keeps on trucking, thinking that everybody's still running with him. You know the guy I'm talking about? Or that
I do. I almost related to him, but then I would never leave my guys behind. So
well,
keep talking.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Yep. The guy who's just and maybe it's not so much as about leaving the guys behind. It's he is so caught up in the mission that he just keeps on fucking trucking, man.
His head's down.
Yeah. No, man, that's the guy I have always fucking been. I have to rein it in, and I have to pull myself back and think, all right, man. Working in trees, I would have 3 ground guys, and they couldn't fucking keep up with me. I'm monkeying all over in a goddamn tree, and I'm dropping tons and tons and tons of limbs, and they would have to yell at me, "Hey, Troy, will you fucking go to lunch so we can get caught up?" So this is the way I operate. So sometimes I need somebody just to kind of rein it in and say, "All right, dude, slow down." And that was one of these checks, was just to see if that's a problem.
Appreciate the question.
Okay. Cool. All right. And like I said, we'll keep on keeping on. And I got my to-do list. And I will continue working on shit to sell every fucking day. Every fucking day of the week.
We're going to try to figure out this exposure thing that doesn't land us on OnlyFans.
Well, there were times in my life, man, when if I had had the plumbing, I would have fucking sold that shit too to make rent.
We do what we have to do.
Right?
I feel like if I was a good-looking woman, I'd own most of North America by now. But that's a completely different topic for a different day.
Right?
I love the confidence. I wish you'd be on camera more. Get your face out there, bro.
I am on the verge of like, F it. I'm just going to start filming everything topless and see if that causes some sort of difference in audience. I mean, I don't know if it'll help or hurt, but it's a variable I haven't thrown into the mix yet.
Hey, you never know.
It would be different than what I've been doing anyway.
Huh? Dude.
Honestly, you'd probably get a lot better response rate than I would on something like that. So,
You don't know that. You don't know.
If I had more to offer than tiny nipples and big tattoos, I would fucking do it.
I think the ink
for that. I think that's the part we're all missing. There's a market for each and every one of us.
We keep talking ourselves into OnlyFans. You realize this, right?
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's mix it up.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, cool.
Excuse me.
Cool.
All right, gents.
Yeah.
I will talk to you Thursday.
Yeah, let's go make some money.
Let's do it.
100%. Have a good one, guys.
Bye now.